15 minutes, academic 15 minutes, I think that we can start. And I would like to say welcome. So, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, welcome to the MUNA Agreement meeting. Mesdames et messieurs, chers collègues, bienvenue à la réunion pour l'accord MUNA. Sayyidati ou Sayyidati, Zumelai Zai Marhaba bikum Jamiana Elelikau MUNA. Hoş geldiniz bayanlar ve baylar. Sevgili iş arkadaşlarım, herkese yegunlar MUNA toplantısına hoş geldiniz.
Teşekkürler.
Teşekkürler.
Teşekkür. The MUNA Agreement, born in 2015, provided for a convention of 12 universities in the Mediterranean and Middle Eastern area. This project was born from the need to share academic, scientific experiences and to create shared initiatives within a common Mediterranean feeling. Was born in Naples. Naples is an very ancient city founded over 20,000 years ago and has always been a crossroad of different Mediterranean culture. The Federico II University is the oldest secular university in the world because it was founded in 1224 from the king of Naples, Federico II of Swabia. Federico II University is also the second largest Italian university with 2,800 professors and 90,000 students, 26 departments that represent all the knowledge. Recently, in a study published by the Stanford University, 165 among the researchers of Federico II were included in the world top of research. And I was really honored of being among these. Among the 26 departments, many are actually part of world excellence. But this agreement that today we are going to renew and to expand represent a great growth opportunity for our university that will be enriched thanks to the knowledge and sharing of the enormous cultural heritage of the historical Mediterranean universities, always in the context of equal academic, scientific, and human dignity. And also will make it possible to exploit the links between Federico II and the European community to finance, maybe, we hope, the common development project. Many initiatives have been carried out in the first 5 years of the MUNA, but much more can be done in the next 5. Major issues such as marine biology, water management, modern infrastructure, sustainable energy, interior architecture, design and fashion, and the last but not least, the archaeology, of which the Mediterranean and Middle East basin represent a jumble of unique and unrepeatable realities. Just think about Pompeii and Giza and Luxor and Palmyra and the countless others. All these issues will be our opportunities for collaboration. And finally, about education, pre- and postgraduate training courses with co-graduating and double degree, international master in collaboration, shared international PhD. They could be opportunities for synergistic development. But Professor Costantino, Professor Riccio, and Professor D'Urso will talk shortly about this. So, dear colleagues, thanking you again for being here today. And I would like to thank you for your kind attention. I am glad and honored for this meeting. I hope that after this pandemic period, when the pandemic period will be done and down, I would like to visit all your universities to stabilize also a direct human contact. So I am glad now and honored to introduce the president of the University, Federico II, Professor Matteo Lorito. But before this, I would like to show you a little video of presentation of our university. Yes, coming.
Welcome to Napoli, the land where the sun meets the sea, where modernity meets history, where people and cultures have met for millennia. The University of Naples is the oldest sanctioned public university in the world, founded in 1224 by Frederick II Hohenstaufen, King of Sicily and head of the Roman Empire.
Welcome to the land of Federico.
The university campus is the whole city of Naples. Rooms, laboratories, libraries are spread all over the city, from the historic center to the new suburban new areas. This way, teachers, students, and all the personnel of the university contribute to make the city live, and they, themselves, live Naples not only as a workplace, but as a cultural and economic center.
Welcome to the land of sun. Welcome to the land of color.
80,000 students, 2,500 professors, 26 departments, more than 50 research centers, more than 30 PhD courses. These are only some figures necessary to understand the role of the university in the cultural and technological growth of a city and a whole country. Every year, Naples hosts more than 1,000 foreign students. Of these, more than 400 attend the University of Naples Federico II in the field of the Erasmus program.
Hola, soy Guille y vengo de Vigo. Welcome to the land of sea.
Hallo, ich bin Clara Oprisch und ich komme aus Düsseldorf. Welcome to the land of beach.
Hola a todos, me llamo Jaime y vengo de Santander. Welcome to the land of craziness.
Olá, meu nome é Maria e sou de Lisboa. Welcome to the land of art.
Hola, me llamo Oscar y he venido a Nápoles desde Santander. Welcome to the land of the culture.
Hola, me llamo Sara y vengo de la Universidad de Valladolid. Welcome to the land of the sun. Welcome to the land of Federico.
They spend a semester or a year in our university, attending our courses, our laboratories, and studying with our students. It is a great experience that gives added value either to foreign students and to our university. But Federico II is not only incoming mobilities. Almost 1,000 of our students go abroad every year to live an experience in a foreign university. The university is 800 years old, and it makes it a leading institution of the Western world, strongly future-oriented. The main goal is giving the right value to its human resources, to trainings and research in order to be ready for the future challenges running so fast. Federico II is also dialogue with the job market through synergies with local and multinational companies that invest every year in our research projects. In this context, we are carrying out our cooperation with Apple that gave, as a result, the birth of the first European iOS Academy. Believe in talents, believe in research, believe in creativity is our way of being Federico II, mixing human and scientific tradition. This makes our university a global one. Welcome to the land of Federico.
Welcome to Netherlands. Io sono Federico.
Io sono Federico.
Io sono Federico. Io sono Federico.
Io sono Federico.
Io sono Federico.
Io sono Federico. Welcome to the land of gold.
So, thank you, and Vice President, Professor Matteo Lorito, I give you the floor.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope you can hear me, you can see me well. I welcome all of you. Welcome really to this virtual Naples contest. You see, unfortunately, I'm not able to welcome you in real life, but I hope to do in the future. I must say that I'm very, very happy and very thankful to Gilberto, Sammartino, and all our delegates for international affairs that have organized this meeting, they've organized this special event, because I think this is really a special event. I can see on this agreement something like 27 universities. So my best wishes really to all of you, to the colleagues, to the rectors, to the professors that are with us today. I can tell you that our university, you have seen the video, you have seen the eyes of these young kids, youngster that we have in these 80,000 students here in our university. You can see in their eyes the spirit of our university. This is a very old university, very international university, but there's a very special look. This university looks straight into the Mediterranean area. The Mediterranean is our natural environment. It's where we will push our activity. This is part of my program. I'm rector only from a few months, but I have in front of us, we have 6 years of my tenure. And in the next 6 years, he will push towards the connection into the Mediterranean area. We believe very much in this. So you will have the chance to be with us, to be an actors with us, to help us to establish more and more connections. The renewal of this agreement is one of the first steps, but we really hope to do much, much more than that. What we can bring in this agreement, you probably know, it's quality of education, it's quality of research, it's quality of what we call the third mission of the university. Means you work, whatever you do as university, you have an impact, a social impact, an economic impact on your territory. And for us, our territory is the Mediterranean area. So we hope to extend into the Mediterranean the impact of the enormous amount of work we do. So the program is toward the Mediterranean area. We will want to do more and more on this. And I think we can connect together through our Mediterranean spirit and history. Our universities together, I really believe, can do very, very, very important things. So we're very proud of this mission. And I can tell you also, to put some, I will say some beef also in our word, is that we do have a new opportunity that comes from an important program which has been delivered by the EU, which we call Recovery Plan. It's a very important program. It's a program that is worth 200 billion euro that will help, supposed to help, it will help Italy to go through this very difficult time in this pandemic. And I can tell you the part of this program, significant part of this program will be dedicated in developing the south of the country. We are the largest university in the south of the country, means the Mediterranean part of it, the more Mediterranean part of Italy. And part of it will be actually dedicated also to our activity looking at the Mediterranean opportunities for education, for research, for international connection. So my welcome is to join us in this mission. And so I will be required to leave you in about half an hour because I have a meeting about the recovery plan. You can tell that for this amount of money, it's very important to be present, otherwise something can happen. So, but we have an opportunity to use some of these resources together with our human resources, our educational resources, to really establish the strongest connection. So thank you very much for being with us today. This is a special agreement. We believe very much in it. And we're very happy to host you and to start a new phase, a new moment, a new area, new ideas of interaction that we hope will help all of us to come together out of this terrible time, this terrible pandemic. Thank you very much, and good job, good work for the rest of the afternoon.
Thank you, President, for your speech. It was a good way to start. So now I would like to give the floor to Professor Valeria Costantino. She's the delegate of the President for all the Erasmus project of Federico II. Please, Valeria, you can start.
Okay, good afternoon to everybody. It's a great honor for me to be today. And first I wish to thank the colleague Gilberto Sammartino for the big effort in building this novel version of the MUNA consortium, the enlarged version of this MUNA consortium, and to organize this meeting as well. Today, as Erasmus program delegate, I wish to give to you some insight on the opportunity that this program can offer to our consortium. So I will just show you some slides to give you some details about it. Hopefully you can see well. Okay, so the Erasmus programs is a program of the European Community that, of course, many of you already knows, that is used to promote excellence, cooperation, and education among European countries, but not all the European countries. And this program usually give us the opportunity to have a grant for cover student scholarship, teaching, administrative course, to share transferable skills, new teaching tools, and to foster inclusion in research and in academia. As I said, the Erasmus program is not for only for Erasmus countries, but it's also for mobility and cooperation outside the European community. In particular, there is this action called KA107 that gives the opportunity to work with non-European countries, to giving students the possibility of attending classes and labs and of working on thesis, to give the teaching staff the opportunity to do research with university partners outside the European community, and to give the opportunity for mobility and to give a financial contribution among the participants. As for the countries in the MUNA agreement, we are in what is called the Region 3, so I think most of the countries that are in this agreement are represented. We started these programs with non-European countries already in 2017, and as you can see in this slide, and at the moment the program is for the 21 to 23, and you have this total budget, and those are the countries involved in these 3 years. And the KA107 Erasmus action is my opinion just the first level of cooperation. In fact, we can go in an upper level. This means that under the Erasmus umbrella, we can build joint degrees. This is what is called the KA101. In our university, we have already experienced 5 joint master degrees, and I'm particularly, you can see on the right side of this slide. I am particularly proud to just to give you as an example this joint master degrees. This is the last one, the new one, and this is the most important for us, for our university, because we are the leader of this consortium. This action is called, this program is called the Sustainable Ship and Shipping 4.0. The title is perfect for if we think to Mediterranean opportunities. And I wish to thank the colleagues Antonio Lanzotti and Ermina Begovic for the effort they did to putting in action this very interdisciplinary and excellent education program. Grant will cover 88 students with scholarship and will cover teaching and other expenses. As before the rector said, we now are experiencing this blended mode class, even if we all like to work in presence and to be able to talk each other. We have to say that in this last year we were able to get skills in this new digital mode to contact our students and to stay together as we are doing today in this meeting. So starting from this difficult but also very interesting experience in teaching in a distance mode, in a virtual mode, together with Gilberto and the colleague Francesca Galgano, we came up with this idea to organize the first MUNA International Summer School. We thought this title, MUNA in Science and Education, Rethinking Mediterranean, and this would like to be the first chance to stay together, all together, students and teachers, in a virtual room for this year, but probably in presence in the future, of course, in the future, and to put together ideas, project, education, new digital skills, new transferable skill to make our consortium useful for the future of our young researchers. And we came up with this first three main pillars, three main topics. The first is called Mare Nostrum, just because we want to say, we remember that we are all around this rich resource that is the Mediterranean Sea, and as you can see, is all about the blue growth and the blue economy. The second is called Persona, and it's all cultural diversity and inclusion in science education, including equal opportunities, global citizenship, digital devices, cultural exchanges. And the third one is called Orbis, landscape and well-being, and all about sustainable cities and human well-being, and all that is connected with this. So under these three umbrellas, we like to include all the skills and the excellence that we have in this consortium, and to put together new possibilities, new chances for our future researchers. So if you want to give us your ideas and also to join us, we have this email, muna@unina.it. So you can send us an email to tell if you are interested to be in this school as speakers, as to present your students. So hopefully we will be able to set up a program for in a couple of months, and to contact all people that send an email and agree to be part of this adventure. So we will put all the information about this first international Muna Summer School in our international website, international.unina.it. You can also reaching us to our contact that you can see in this slide, and of course, thanks for your kind attention. You can reach also me directly if you wish to have more information about the Erasmus program for the Muna network, and if you wish to have more information about the school. I wish particularly thanks the colleague Francesca Galgano that was very strong and pushing and putting together the ideas for this summer school, and I invite all the colleagues in UNINA to join us in this first Muna event. Thank you so much for the attention.
Thank you, Valeria, for your presentation, and was very clear. Before that, I give the possibility for answer and question and proposal to all the participants. I would like to precise that Israel is not in this agreement. Okay, so please, if you want, you can give a question to Professor Costantino.
Yes, of course, Israel is not in this agreement, but was in our slide prepared by the International Office. So it's part of our actions.
I would like also to say welcome to the Faros University from Alexandria that join us, and Menatala Gudayeb. Welcome. And I would like the Professor Faten. Est-ce que vous pouvez appeler l'université de Cartage, parce qu'elle n'est pas encore arrivée aussi, Almanar et Sousse aussi.
D'accord.
Merci.
Bonjour tout le monde.
Bonjour.
Hello everybody.
Donc, we don't have question and proposals. I can give the...
Mr. Gilberto?
Yes.
Here. Hello. We are Mrs. Nadia, is the president of University of Cartage, and me, Tahar Jalouli, the director of International Cooperation Office. So, hello everybody. Bonjour tout le monde.
Bonjour. OK. I am very happy. Je suis très heureux de vous avoir parmi nous. Donc, so we can now give the to Professor Daniele Riccio, the delegate of PhD program of the University Federico II. Please.
Vedono sì, cioè io sì, mi serve qualcosa.
Good evening, everybody. Let me share for my screen so I can display some slides I've prepared. I hope you can clearly see the slides. Okay. Thank you very much, Gilberto. This is a great opportunity for me to discuss about PhD students, because with this rector, now the story has been pushed in favor of the PhD students. These are our next generation. Recovery Fund is a way to call what's called in Europe like the next generation. The next generation of students, of course, the next generation of human beings that live in our worlds. So not the next generation of professors. PhD students are so much that just a few amount of them can stay at the university. So we are creating this kind of next generation. We are part of this program with the PhD students. So let me say some students that will prefer continue their studies to improve their ability to improve the world they live in. So the idea of this agreement is to start with an agreement, an institution network. So it's an agreement quite useful. We professors are used to share ideas, to conduct research all together, and to create in this way some networks. Now the problem, the opportunity in this case is by using or by employing the resources of PhD students and professors to create a network of researchers instead of a network of institutions. Something even more interesting for us, because the network researchers can join the different countries all together. We are countries that we share a common background, the Mediterranean Sea, which is a way to connect each other, which is a way to improve the ability to connect, which is not something to separate. As a matter of fact, if you belong to the area of the Mediterranean, it's much easier to move from one country to the other. And this is true now, but it's also true in the past. So we again want to share this common background, to have this kind of sharing of ideas, people, and culture to improve our world, our common world. This is the list of universities involved in that. So in this network, these universities are the nodes in which we can base our networks. So you can stay in one of these universities, you can start activity in one of these universities, but now we have to link all these universities together. What could be the contribution of my university, our university, University of Naples? University of Naples is made of people, and PhD students each year that enters into this kind of PhD level are an amount like that, 300, 400. So a huge amount of people, of students interested in continuing pushing their knowledge about the real life and their ability to improve the world they live in. This kind of students, from the external viewpoint, can be not distinguished at this level. They can be distinguished if you enter within the framework at our university. So you will discover that we have some students more involved in STEM research, some are in humanities, and so on and so forth. So from the external viewpoint, all this amount of students can be somehow identified for the area they live in. As a matter of fact, the University of Naples create an environment for this kind of students, and we have 38 PhD courses, PhD programs to host these students, so to have an environment which is common for them to study and to live together. So this kind of people can help this kind of project that we are going to say. And then I downloaded for the agreement the multicentric research perspective that is included there. So I list here on the left some items that are in the MUNA agreement. And then I try to decline this kind of item in what we can do. So how we can contribute, how? I mean, the university, so the nodes, the students, so I would say the links between the nodes that can move, and the teachers and so on. So I took the ideas from the agreement, from the MUNA agreement. So on the left, first of all, exchange teachers, research and students. And for us, this is a declaration. This is a network of researchers. It's not a network of things. It's not a network of roots. It's a network of people. And organization of high-level scientific visits. So what we want to say again is the network is a live entity. We don't think about something which can be turned off. It's something linked to the people. So it's a live entity that can live all together with us. Again, a declaration, organization of long-term visit. This means that teachers and professors and even researchers can move from an area to another. And again, the network is for all. It's not only for the people involved in the network, so not only for the PhD students, but also for the people that host the PhD students. So this kind of declaration is a perfect declaration to introduce something that can be very interesting. Now, the action, joint research activities. This is the first point we are interested in develop very much for that. And our way to consider that is to try to find some research activities, not of interest of a part, or one part, or some parts, but maybe, why not, external entities. So the European community, some superior entities that can say, okay, doing research on this activity would be nice for us. So let us open our university to the external ideas. Okay, we can continue improving our ability to do research as we normally do. We can interact each other, but maybe why not try to push the world around us to suggest common ideas for having research activities. So this kind of environment can create an environment for research, able to conceive new research opportunities and to have these research opportunities declined from different perspectives. It's just like tomography, you know. So if you look at an object from different perspectives, just like all of us looks at the Mediterranean Sea from the different positions, we obtain more and more information. And from collecting all these perspectives and using your mind, you can obtain more and more than single researcher can obtain. So open our ideas, we are in favor of pushing the external good entities to suggest the research activities to conduct all together. And again, participation in seminars and symposia. This is the right declaration that you have on your agreement. So I'm taking all the points, nothing new I'm introducing. I'm just declining in the right part how we can consider this kind of declaration. So participation in seminars and symposium. This is something very interesting because we can conceive full teaching and mixed events. We are creating something new in this university. So we want to have some events, seminars, symposium, schools, summer schools, for instance, that can be shared at the same time all together. We have learned a lesson. The most we stay together, the most we teach together, the most we learn. So why not having a drawback, let me say, from this pandemic? So let us, our teaching be shared together all the time. So seminars and symposia for us that we are creating in University of Naples are open to the MUNA agreement at any time. So this kind of full teaching should be a way in which we share the ability of teach. So this is nice. And it's also nice that we have some mixed events. Sometimes teaching can stay all together some different cultural events. Some lessons on radio propagation of waves can be shared at the same time with the propagation of sound waves, so some concerts. So why not creating mixed events in which the culture and the PhD studies stay together? Just to say that when we try to find a different solution to a problem and all together stay together, we also share what's more important, the culture. And the culture of this area of the Mediterranean is without doubt a common background culture. Again, even in your agreement, co-graduation joint degrees, our university is ready to any co-tutelage with, to create a precise agreement for a common background. Libraries development cooperation, this is written in the agreement. I would say sharing the resources. So libraries sometimes means books and so on, now means a number of media that we can share all together. So we are ready to open all these kind of resources for this cooperation. Again, organization of joint doctoral research thesis in different areas. And this is the story of tomography. The same subject can be declined with different perspectives in different countries. Why not creating subjects that we believe in and try to have the different perspectives of the different PhD students from the different countries, and then let them join together. So this can be a common background in which this kind of perspectives can join, can be collected in the unique perspective of the research. And finally, homogenization of the degree programs. Again, to have the same degree programs maybe is not so important. To have live common events is important. We have to create an environment in which this kind of common culture is continue to be shared between the people. So this kind of, we are ready also to create this kind of events with our structures, like in this case, in order to have this kind of homogenization always true. And finally, the Erasmus program, but my colleague also told about that. So these are actions in order to have something which is a network, not only of institutions, the node of this network, but also the network of people, of researchers, of students, and so on. So there are the links between the nodes of the students. I do believe in this kind of agreement because this kind of agreement is not something created from nothing. There is a history for that, and when we have a history behind us, we are pretty sure that we have a near future and a nice future in front of us. Thank you all for attending.
Thank you, Daniele, for your amazing presentation. Very clear, and I would like to know if there are some colleagues from the other university that wants give a question or proposals, more proposals about this issue.
Yes, please.
Yes.
My name is Maher Nachi. Actually, I am the president of Al-Najah National University in Palestine. First, I would like to thank the president of Federico II for organizing this event, and it's an excellent opportunity for our university to be part in this consortium. Actually, the presentation about cooperation in the area of PhD program is really very beneficial, and I think it will be an excellent opportunity for our students to learn more than the specialty they are doing. You know, when they what I learned from the presentation, that the student, for example, from my university can through this consortium, we can have joint supervision, for example, and he can do part of his thesis in other university of the consortium. I don't know if other or it should be in Federico II. And also the funding, it will be through Erasmus. I mean, the cost of the travel, the living expenses of the student. But this is, it will be very good for the universities participate in the consortium. It will be also good for the student because it will be an excellent opportunity for them to learn the culture, it will improve their skills. Thank you very much. I don't want to speak too much. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor, and coming from our beloved Palestine. And there are someone that wants to speak. Yes, Professor Pignata.
Gilberto, first of all, I would really thank you for the effort, the great effort you are putting in this unbelievable effort to create this consortium. As I'm a professor of pediatrics at Federico II University, I'm also responsible for the Federico II University bilateral agreement with El Manar University of Tunis. And I really hope that the El Manar University could join in the future, in the next future, to the MUNA project, because I really hope that the MUNA could extend our scientific ongoing research in the field of inborn errors of hematological and immunological disorders. Although we have several similarities in the cultural background within the Mediterranean Sea countries, we have also genotypic differences, very important by scientific point of view. And so I hope that the MUNA project could help our ongoing project extend with other countries in the Mediterranean Sea to make research, multicentric research in the biomedical science. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Claudio. And the project that we have with University El Manar from Tunis is a very, very high quality project. So, and I think that we can expand this project in all the area. So I hope so. So there are Ibrahim Dakilic that want to speak.
Hello again. I would like to express my appreciation of the great work that you put us together in the Mediterranean area, all the member universities. That was a pleasure to meet up with you, even though it was a digital meeting. Hopefully so soon, when we back to normal, we're gonna have a chance to become together. Thank you for the fulfilling presentation, and thank you for all the good details for the motivation in the collaboration. I think in the Mediterranean area, our similarities and our differences are all our beauty. It would be great to put especially our students in mobility between the universities, since we have been sharing the same cultural heritage. That would be great to start. And another thing, we are ready to be in any collaboration with any member universities, and we would like to share our resources in our library as well, as we have some unique sources in each country, I do believe, about Mediterranean history. I think we all have some special resources in our libraries, and it would be great to share all these resources between us. That would be a good start as well in that case. Thank you again. I would like to send my greetings from Cyprus and hope to see you in face-to-face.
Yes, thank you. We hope so. And I think that immediately when this pandemic period will be done, we must organize a convention wherever you want, in Federico II or, for example, in Tunisia. I said Tunisia because it's my second country, but I love all the countries like Turkey, like anyway. The beauty of the countries, the Mediterranean countries, is unbelievable. So, Professor Faten Benamor asked to speak. Please.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. I would like to thank all the staff. Please, could you? Voilà. I would like to thank all the staff for Naples University and all participants. I agree to make more collaboration and this agreement. And about the Antra-Afrique project, Erasmus, I heard about Erasmus, and we begin a good project with Naples University for Antra-Afrique project and in the medical field. And I hope this year we can, we present this project last year. Unfortunately, we didn't have the occur, but this year I hope it will be okay. About Congress and meeting and seminars, not only participating, but co-organization of meetings as we did with Sename in the dental field. Why not in all other fields? And multicentric studies. I would like to know where are we about the multicentric studies that we began about cancer and oral cavity. So have you got any news about it? We have to continue, and I'm agreed to continue this very nice experience. For myself, we have five postgraduate students. They are very proud of their diploma from Monastir and from Naples University. Thank you for all. Hello, Erda, miss you.
So, thank you, merci, Faten. Bien sûr, on va commencer tout de suite et relancer les études multicentriques. Yes, now we have Abdelkrim Bouazbia. Please.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. First of all, I am delighted to take part in this meeting in order to renew and deepen the Mediterranean and Middle East University Network Agreement, MUNA, that was established in Naples in June 19th, 2015. This agreement is undoubtedly significant milestone in our ongoing collaboration. The adherent universities have directed their focus and expertise and establishing and fostering their involvement in the various possibilities of cooperation in education and academic research. At the University of Mohammed Sharif Msaadiya, Sogaharas, Algeria, we believe that now is to strengthen our cooperation and further types of appropriate specialization and expertise. We also believe that the present international partnership will expand our university dedication to offer all students and faculties a true unique view of our increasingly interconnected world. We recognize the value of these connections, these bridges across borders. This agreement is an opportunity for our university to build very impressive network of patents in Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. Under this agreement, I would thank all participant universities for their attention. Thank you.
Thank you, dear colleague. thank you very much. And we are glad to have you with us in this project. The next one is Marwan Gellam. Please.
Good evening, our chairman. We thank you for the opportunity to have a meeting. First of all, we would like to apologize that our rector couldn't attend this meeting, and it will be with our pleasure to be with you and to be in this agreement. And we have good connections and good contact to Federico II University with Professor Julia and other colleagues, and we are so happy to be in this agreement, and it will be a good opportunity for all of us in the Mediterranean region to have a good collaboration in such projects in the Erasmus as well as other kind of projects. And thank you so much, and we hope that we can meet face to face, and we can have this corona pandemic situation ended soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear colleague. Yes, we hope to meet face to face, because it's much better to do it like this and to understand the feeling, the Mediterranean feeling for us, between us. So please, Asnawi, he asked to speak about. Hello? Asnawi ask, but is not connected.
Hello?
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be a member of this agreement. Create this consortium is an excellent idea for all of us. It's an excellent opportunity for our universities, for mobility for our students, for teachers. Thank you very much for all presentations. It will be really an excellent agreement for all of us. We have started our agreement with Julia, with Professor Julia, with the University Federico II, and we started the mobility for students in Morocco and in Italy. It's really it's a great opportunity for all of us, and thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dear colleague. And there are someone that want to speak, but if you give me the permission, I would like to introduce, before the last speaker, Professor Guido D'Urso, that was the representative of Federico II in the first MUNA, and then we can continue with the speech. So please, Professor D'Urso, you can...
Bonsoir à tous. Vous écoutez? Good evening to everybody. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you, Gilberto. First of all, welcome to everybody again in the MUNA and the renewal. I will try to highlight some aspects related to the achievement of sustainable development goals and how the MUNA agreement and in general the academic cooperation may support this task. I think that it's important to outline that we as universities members may play a very important and direct role in addressing most of the Sustainable Development Goals. You see in this slide the 17 SDGs, and through our research activity and teaching activity, of course, we can address all of them. There are some which are strictly related to education, higher education, like the number 4, but also the number 17, which really is strictly linked to the scope of MUNA, partnership for the goals. The idea beyond this concept and why university need to play a role is that through teaching, research, knowledge, and the activity we carried out through our network addresses to the young generation, we can also go to the technology transfer for innovation and finally to business. All these tasks are within our activities and need to be valorized in the establishment of relationship between different universities, which can exchange their ideas in a number of ways through teaching and research and sharing knowledge and expertise. To this extent, the MUNA is an excellent example of the methodology for supporting academic cooperation in Agenda 2030 for the SDG. There are, of course, not only bilateral but intra-network relationship, not only between each university and neighbors, but also among the, let's say, university in the Mediterranean themselves. So this great network is also an opportunity that allows all the partners to go in contact with other Italian universities. I will show you an example in a moment. And as has been mentioned through different European funded programs, start collaboration with other European universities. So the MUNA represents the platform for establishing this, let's say, a very extended hub of relationships in the Mediterranean. And this is the idea that we have to carry out in a transdisciplinary way. We have to involve all the faculties which are present in the university. This is a very important point. We need to sensibilize our colleagues in each one of the MUNA university toward the opportunities offered by this collaboration and try to establish links with the colleagues of the corresponding faculties in Naples. This is an effort which is fundamental for guaranteeing the success of the MUNA initiative. And this is what we can say is really the knowledge diplomacy which is put in action in the Mediterranean, which is one of the, let's say, beneficial effects of MUNA in which we strongly believe and support. Just to give you an example of the opportunities to add to what has been told by colleagues, now it's already from a number of years that the University of Naples provides competitive grants for students which want to follow MSCC courses in Naples. It's a call called Study in Naples. Now has been just finished for the current year, but every year there's a new call which can be interesting. Or just to add another piece of information, what has been told by my colleague Daniele Riccio, the PhD programs offered by the Superior School of Southern Italy recently established in Naples, which are covering broad disciplines and there's a, let's say, high quality PhD program. I would like to also to mention how we can, let's say, hook up with other universities in Italy by describing you this activity which has been funded by the Italian Agency for Development and Cooperation. is a project which has awarded 86 grants for allowing scholarship for master science courses, so biannual grants, and 18 PhD in 4 different thematic domains. And this program started in 2019. The University of Naples, Federico II, is on platform 3, and we have 5 students, 5 scholars to MSc courses, 2 from Tunisia and 3 from Mozambique, and 1 PhD students from Tunisia, which are now studying in Naples, following our courses and try to be totally integrated for the entire duration of the study in the university. Unfortunately, the pandemic, the COVID situation has, let's say, limited enormously the possibility of exchange of the students in Naples, and we really look hopefully to the next, let's say, version of this program. Recently, the University of Naples, together with other 5 top universities in Italy, has become part of the foundation for higher education in Africa. This includes Naples, Roma, La Sapienza, the Polytechnic of Milan, University of Florence, University of Bologna, alma mater, University of Padua. And this is the idea of the foundation, is to add, let's say, what is the contribution of the 6 top Italian universities in the high formation, high education in Africa, by establishing possibly physically an Italian university in Ethiopia. And this will carry out the task of a strategic mission for promoting, developing interdisciplinary teaching and research activity and capacity building for students and staff members in African universities. We have some, let's say, long-term objectives of this foundation, and to work very tightly in connection with the university in Africa by launching joint activities for first bachelor and second level master, and also start, let's say, so-called PhD sandwich program. So you see how really the PhD program becomes central in all this type of exchanges. And we believe that the joint experience of the 6 universities, which is also granted funding from the Ministry of University, represents a very important transnational action, which can really empower the higher education in Africa and increase the value of our exchange in this context of science diplomacy. We are now carrying out the activities. In October, there will be a master, first level master, which will be possibly in presence or also blended, depending on the evolution of the COVID situation, will be a first level master of 60 credits with the objective of give, let's say, an overview on SDG in Africa, especially in the context of higher education. There will be a call for attendees, there will be scholarships, and this will be really targeted to increase the knowledge about the challenges which are in front of us, and especially which have implication in Africa, to try to give the right instruments to understand how to carry out and make effective education action in the field, transferring knowledge in their home university, and of course enforce the partnerships, exactly like Muna wants to do. Last information is that we are organizing a Congress in Naples jointly with another university, Orientale, for April next year, which will be focused exactly on this topic, academic cooperation in the new challenges for the sustainable development. This will be a moment where all the actors will be together, possibly in presence, to fix the points about the capacity building, the science diplomacy, all the issues related with the North-South relationship in this new global context, which has new challenges also after the new world which will open after the pandemic. So this is the opportunities, the idea that can arise from tightening links in the MUNA. MUNA represent the ideal platform because through the exchanges with you, we know each other better, and all this initiative can be, let's say, in a way, granted by the relationship established within MUNA. So MUNA represents the ideal platform to launch and involve your staff, your students in all the activities which have been described. So that's it. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Guido. As usual, you was very clear, and your speech was really interesting. So I would like to know if there are someone that have some answer or proposal. So we have someone that wants to speak. Moaz Kanisi, please.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm very happy to join this meeting. University of Sousse has a great honor to join this consortium. We have a many project with Italy University. Recently, we have mobility of some students in Erasmus project to Napoli in legal sense. And now we are interested in particular in blue economy subject in the university. It's a good opportunity to make more projects in this subject. Then this network is a good opportunity to make more collaboration. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shukran. The next one is Abdelmola Hossein.
Hello, could you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. It's my pleasure. It's my great pleasure to welcome all of participants today from all over the country for renewing the Mediterranean and Middle East University Network Agreement, MUNA, and share the knowledge and experience. In the beginning, because this is CERT University become member of this agreement for the first time, I'd like to give brief introduction about my homeland, my city, my university. Libya, officially the state of Libya, is country in the Maghreb region, in the north of Africa, bordered by coastline about 2,000 kilometers Mediterranean Sea to the north. CERT is a major Libyan city. It occupies in the CERT, in the central region in the Libya, linking east and west of Libya. CERT University is a public higher education institute in Libya. It was established as university in the 1989. The university has 15 different faculty and schools. We are proud to announce today that CERT University become member of this esteemed agreement. And the only Libyan university representative in this agreement. In the last decade, CERT University did a lot of agreement, and exactly about more than 20 agreement with the Science Institute from over the world. In addition to that, certain universities participate in different projects which support by European Union, like Erasmus project, Wheel project, Libya Up project, and finally with Sahha project. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, dear colleague. We are very glad that Libya will be in the consortium. And as you know, there are a special relationship between our countries. So we are very glad to welcome you in this consortium. And the next one is Atar Khan, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, good evening. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers of this most pleasant and most informative meeting. And I would also like to thank Professor Francesco Galgano for inviting me to the meeting as a guest. Even though Ankara University is not a member of the MENA yet, but in the near future, I believe we will take part of the agreement as a member of it. So yeah, I'd like to thank you again. Good evening.
Okay, thank you. And we are waiting for you. And the next one is Fagr. Go ahead.
Fagr. You hear me? Fagr.
Yes.
Okay. Dear estimated colleagues and especially Sammartino, thank you dearly for the kind invitation and collaboration. And in fact, we do have an agreement with Federico too from 2008 with Dr. Julia, which has been very successful and always evolving. This agreement had most of these terms, and we hope that this agreement is as fruitful and productive as the last one. Thank you all once again, and we hope to see you all in Egypt once this COVID pandemic is over. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, we will come very soon to Egypt. That is a fantastic country with fantastic people that I know very well. And I did many things in Egypt in the past. So it will be our pleasure to come to you. If there are some other that want to speak, if not, yes, Raffaele Porta. Please, Raffaele.
Do you hear me, Gilberto?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, I want to congratulate with you for the excellent organization of this meeting, even though in online procedure. I have one question and maybe one proposal. I read that the agreement involves 27 universities. It's a very rich agreement with many universities from many countries facing on the Mediterranean Sea. But I didn't read in the agreement how is it possible to adhere for other university, because I think that there are 3 countries of the Mediterranean area. I mean Spain, France, and Greece that are not represented in this agreement, and it should be, in my opinion, very fruitful for all of us to enlarge the agreement of at least one university of these 3 countries. So my answer is how it is possible to enlarge this agreement, because I didn't read an article describing the procedure, and also an invitation to
each of us to try to join other university in these 3 countries. So this is an answer, a question, a proposal, and an invitation to all of us. Thank you very much.
Okay, I give the possibility for intervention from the other, and then I will answer to your question. There are Elda Chori from Albania.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Professor Sammartino, for this meeting. For me, it's the second time I had the pleasure to be in Naples in 2015, in the beginning of this agreement. And I would like to share with all the participants the successful of the 5 years of this collaboration in the field of the dentistry and also in the pharmaceutical science. And the key point of this collaboration has been Professor Sammartino, that I would like to thank him, but also Valeria. She has been a strong pillar for the pharmaceutical science cooperation between our universities. And due to this agreement, we have now an exchange in the Erasmus program in the pharmaceutical science, and also a very fruitful collaboration in the oral surgery specialization school in our university. So I think that's a very good opportunity to collaborate between us in this new network that we have created. And also I'm very grateful to collaborate with the Monastery University. Fatem, thank you very much. We have the opportunity to collaborate in the research, and we have published different articles in the dental field. So I will look forward for further collaboration with all of you, and thank you very much, Naples University, for this opportunity. Thank you, Professor Sammartino.
So, Raffaele, I would like to answer to your question. The MUNA agreement will be open to other university. There are an article that say that if someone wants to join us after the meeting signature, if all the university are agree, they can join us. So no problem for that. About the fact that is not inside countries like Greece and Spain and French and also Montenegro or Slovenia and something like that, is because when the MUNA started in 2015, the Professor Manfredi, that was the rector in this moment of Federico II, and then he became minister of the University of the Italian Republic, asked to me to do an agreement with the south and east shore of Mediterranean, because we have anyway already many relationship with these countries. But why not? We can discuss and we can invite someone. No problem. We are open to all the Mediterranean, of course. There are. I would like to give the possibility to speech to Giulia Guerriero. Professor Giulia Guerriero was one of the biggest help that I have to held this convention. She's very active. In the Federico II, the women are very, very strong, strongest than men. So, and Giulia is an example of this statement. So please, Giulia.
thanks for nice presentation. You are the best, always. So, dear friends, I thank the coordinator in special way for being spokesperson for our request to the rectors, and of course the rectors for having favorably accepted the MUNA agreement. So my wish, may our agreement represent a promising and interesting moment of discussion on topics of vast scientific and social interest, and which may represent a positive strength for every university. So let's communicate and share our goal for teachers, for researchers, for students, as we know that a dream that you dream alone is just a dream, but the dream we dream together is a reality. Thanks for your effort.
Thank you, Julia. Thank you for your word. And now we have Bunyamin, Ahdemir, Maraba.
Good evening to everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
Okay, thank you, Professor Sammartino, first of all, for giving such a chance to us to meet such valuable professors, colleagues from all over the countries of Mediterranean. And my university name is İnönü University in Turkey, in the east of Turkey, in the city of Malatya. And we are not a member of this program, but we want to be a member of the program. And my question is, what should we do? Is there anything to do, or will we sign something during this meeting, or can it come true? Because our rector and the dean and the other authorities all agree to be a member of this program, because they think that it would be a great chance for our students, for our staff to get contact with other Mediterranean universities, with Italy or with Egypt, Tunisia, Albania, whatever. And what should we do, Mr. Sammartino, to do this? Thank you very much.
Yes, this is a good question. Of course, today we are not in presence, so we cannot sign. Only it will be my pleasure if you write in chat that you agree, and the name of your university, of your beautiful country that I love very much. And I was in Malatya 5 years ago, so I know also your city.
Oh, really? Thank you.
Yes, you're nice.
Okay, we hope you will come again.
Yes, of course. I will be to you and to all the other universities. And then I will send in alphabetic order by mail the agreement. You must sign the agreement and send back to me. So like this, we can have all the signature of the whole universities. And when the draft will be signed by all the universities that participate today, I will send you by DHL or other companies the paper drafts. So this is the, and also, as you can see in the agreement, you must choose one representative to be in the board of coordinator, and possibly a committee of 3 representatives. So for each university, so we can make the relationship with other people when the coordinator is not present, or is not, he cannot do something between the agreement. So if it all thing is clear, and see if we have or not other that wants to speak. I can see no. And I would like to give, just for a while, the possibility to a little intervention to Professoressa Francesca Galgano, that also was very important to help me in this agreement to hold this convention. Where she is, it's not, we lost the connection maybe. Wait. Yes, she's, okay, please. The microphone is out. Connection. The microphone is out. We have problem. Okay. Francesca, ci sei? No, non ti sentiamo. We can hear, so the connection is not good. Anyway, so finally, yes, maybe we have now the, no. Okay, so dear friends, dear colleagues, please, can you put in the chat the name of the university and the only yes agree for each university? So I will send from today to the next 2 days the agreement, and coming back and send another time to have all the signature of the universities. And I think that we will do very important things, and with really a possibility for growth for you, for us, for everybody. Okay, if there are no intervention more.
Gilberto, Valeria, can
Yes.
I add something?
Just Costantino, yes.
Thanks. Just if each of us would like to write the her or his email in the chat box, so that we can start to be connected to each other and start to work all together. So just put your email in the chat, please. And Francesca is again with us.
Okay, Francesca, Professor Galgano.
I can't speak.
Why?
I apologize. I don't know if you hear me, if you can hear me.
Yes, we hear you. Before, now that's enough. Okay, anyway. So I think that at the end, we can say that we are waiting for your answer, and we will organize soon maybe another meeting, and we start to work immediately, because especially the women's of Federico II are very, very active, sometimes boring us, but are very active. So you will see that the project will come one after others, and we will very. So, je voudrais saluer tout le monde. Merci pour votre participation, et on attend sur la chat les yes agree, je suis d'accord, et comme ça on peut partir pour la signature de document final. Merci à tout le monde. Ok, c'è qualcuno che vuole parlare?
Excuse me, Gilberto. Excuse me, just to say, excuse me for before, I couldn't speak, but I could hear you. So thank you to you for my participation, and welcome to everybody. Thank you. Excuse me for...
There are someone, Ibrahim Daknicic, want to speak, please.
Sorry to add something after your words. I just would like to suggest, can we meet up in one email group or maybe another digital platform that we can talk together, or are we going to go on Microsoft Teams?
Okay, I will speak about our technicians to do it.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Gilberto.
Yes. Yes.
It's Mohamed Salah from Tunisia.
Oh, Mohamed Salah Scalfi.
It's a great pleasure to be with you. Thank you for all your effort, and see you soon.
Yes, of course. I will be in Monastir, I think in May, to doing the annual courses that we do.
Marhaba.
Yeah. Okay.
You are welcome.
Okay. So if there are someone now, and I want to say bye-bye to everybody. No, there are someone. No. We Faten, please. Please, Professor Benamor.
Just welcome to all of you in Tunisia. I hope we will have a new MUNA will be held in Tunisia and presential with all of you after this COVID.
Maybe at my home in Tunisia.
Yes. You are
welcome. Oh, my friend Menatalla Guhayed from Faros University, that we are very active in the relationship between our university. Please, Menatalla.
Yes, I want to thank you too for all the organization and for including us. And we were part of the first one, but we were not active, was under another management. I'm George, and I'm happy to start the cooperation and be active, and it was nice to meet you virtually here, Professor. Yes. Hopefully to see you physically soon.
Yes, very soon we will come at Iskandaria so we can be together.
You're welcome.
Yes.
We're really happy to have you. Thank you, and thank you everybody, and it was nice meeting you all.
Okay. Abdelaziz, please.
Sure.
Yes. Yes. No, the microphone is up. Is it off? Microphone is off.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I would like to say hello for everyone.
and all my congratulations for this initiative. As Moroccan University, we are very happy to be part of this network. I am from International University of Rabat in Morocco.
Yes, thank you.
You are muted, Gilbert.
Yeah, thank you, dear colleague, coming from Rabat, beautiful Morocco, and we will organize maybe something in Rabat under the tower. Okay, so
yeah. You are welcome. You are welcome. We can work together.
Yes, of course. And Morocco also is a fantastic country with fantastic people. So that will be an honor and pleasure for us come to you and organize some projects, some joint project.
Yes, please. I am at your entire disposal to do something of benefit for this network.
Merci bien de votre participation. On est très heureux de ça.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
Okay. So, no one was, no? Okay. So, I can say, see you very soon. And I'm waiting for your agreement to this MUNA project, and we will start for the signature very soon. Thank you to everybody. Have a nice day.
Nice day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye. Ciao.